Okay, today is my PanMat palette update. I am working on two palettes. The first one is the old NYX Nude on Nude palette. I do disregard this right here. I have no interest in that, never did, never will. So I'm not even using that, but I am using the inside. So we'll go ahead and show this one. This is what it looks like now. I believe I finished this one last time. I think that was already done. So it's kind of weird how you get used to using like the same products over and over again when you do something like this. And this one that I used up, this one right here, probably last time, was my all over lid color. That's the color that I always use, no matter what other color I was doing, unless it was an unusual look. That was always my lid color, like my go-to basic lid color. So now I'm kind of floundering for my basic lid color. And I have started to use this one a little bit, but this one actually goes on a lot more bronzy than it looks in here. This one is pretty gold, and I have used this some. But neither of them are quite what I want because they're both a little bit darker than I want. I have been using this one and this one as crease colors. You can tell I have never touched this one since I started this, which was last July. I just don't really love it. It's got a lot of gold glitter in it, though any of these that have glitter or shimmer in them, they're shiny, but they don't really show up with glitter. Like, I think even this brown up here has some like sparkle to it that just doesn't show up. This is what I use on my brows, though I am sharing time now with one of my Project Pan liners, one of my brown liners. So this pan has gotten a little bit bigger. This side right here is a little bit thinner. So hopefully I get some more on this. I have started also using this when I want to set brown liner. So I am working on that. That is my first palette. And for my next palette, I'll actually move behind the camera and do that because it's a large palette, and that is this Cameo palette right here. And this is one that my sister gave me ages ago, and I just never used it really before, so I decided to work on this. I am obviously not going to finish this year because it is one of those like huge multicolor palettes, but I do want to get a good chunk of this done because there are colors in this that I won't use, like a lot of blues. So I want to use what I can use. What I want to keep, I'll do pot, and what I want to get rid of, I'll just get rid of it in the end. But I have been working on this, and let me see, I can probably show it like this. This is what it looks like, and I'm actually going to move behind the camera so I can show it better, because it's hard to move it around like that. Okay, so this is the palette, and one of the things that I had been working on last month was to hit pan on this color right here, which I was using as my inner corner highlight. I finally did it, just that little bit of pan. However, now that I've hit pan on that, I want to try to use another inner corner highlight. So I have moved on to this one right here. It's a little bit more gold, but it's not as bright. So even though it seems like it wouldn't work because it would be gold, it actually does because it's not nearly as bright. This color right here is the one that I have been using as an all-over lid color. It's not the best. It's a little light, like that. But I find it preferable to being too dark for my lid color. I have been using these ones still, though there's no pan on them. I have tried a couple of these browns, but they're odd shades. Like these two here are really odd shades of brown that I really just don't like very much. So I probably won't use those. I am still using this one here as my transition color. There is still no dent in that at all. I use it all the time, and there's still no dent. I have moved a little bit over this way. I've used some of this pink a little bit. I think I've even used a little bit of this purple. I've moved on to some of these colors right here for like crease colors. And one thing I actually really, I just knocked that over. One thing I actually really like is I have this color here, Stash, from Urban Decay in my project pan now. But I do want to use the eyeshadows to set liners. So you can actually change the tone of the liner by using some of these different greens. Like there's this color that's not quite as green that I've used a little bit to set liner. And then these ones here that are a little bit more green that, you know, make that liner just a little bit more green. So I've been enjoying that, and I've been using some of that. I have not worn a lot of black liner, so I have not really needed to use this to set the liner. But yeah, that's it. I'm kind of sticking these two rows, and then this little section right here on this palette so far. I was hoping I'd have something a little bit more to show, but that's kind of all I've gotten so far. So that is my Pan That palette. Again, I don't have too much progress, though I am happy that I hit pan on that one shadow that I felt like I should have hit pan on ages ago, but, you know, I finally did it, so at least that's good. But yeah, that's it. If you haven't checked out my previous video, it will be linked to the side, and my Project Pan playlist is also linked to the side. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.